The Biden administration doesn't want to admit that its policies on energy security and independence were wrong. They want Iranian oil in the marketplace, 1 million barrels a day to bring down prices, and they're willing to cut a deal with a terrorist regime and use another, Russian bad actors to negotiate a terrible deal rather than admit that they're wrong and that they should reverse the Trump administration policies on energy independence and security.
That was former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe joining me yesterday on Sunday Morning Futures on the administration's push to bring Iranian oil back to the market. Joining me right now is Mercantor Partners founder and managing partner, Yesway Director of Fuels, and former Cumberland Farms Gulf Oil CEO, Joe Petrowski. Joe, great to see you today. Thanks very much for being here. How do you see the U.S. Reclaiming energy independence once again?
It's very easy. One, build pipelines, whether it's the Keystone or other pipelines. I mean, day one when Biden got in office, he killed the Keystone. And Canada, last I looked, was actually an ally of us, and they have 1 trillion barrels of reserves. And the other thing which people don't understand is to ship that oil from Canada to the U.S. refineries is 75 cents a barrel. To put it on a vessel, if you could even get a vessel, is $3 a barrel. So we're talking almost 3 times higher. So not only are you transferring money to dictators and despots and people that wish us ill, but you're paying more money to ship it here, because if you can get the ship or the crew, it's going to cost you 3 times as much as the pipeline, and that just adds to the price. I mean, I have never seen anybody that as inept in energy as the Biden administration.
Well, speaking about ineptitude, on top of all of that, Russia is negotiating with the Iranians on the behalf of the U.S. I mean, how else are you supposed to read that other than the U.S. has a partner in Russia? How else are we supposed to read that? That Russia is negotiating on behalf of the U.S. Look at oil prices this morning. They are down after, topping highs recently. The national average for regular gasoline is sitting at $4.32 a gallon, Joe. So even though we're seeing a decline in Brent and crude this morning, we're still talking about elevated levels. And this administration does not want to admit that the climate change priority perhaps is not going to work during this moment in time.
Oh, they're totally oblivious. They really are so afraid of the progressive left that they just want to continue to demonize oil when we have probably the 8th largest reserves in the world. And if we don't reverse this policy soon of drilling in ANWR, coastal, build more pipelines, you're going to see gas national average close to $6 by July 4th, and certainly over $5 by Memorial Day.
Well, you make a good point, Joe, because it's July. The month of July is when you usually see peaks, because that's the peak driving season. So, Dagan McDowell, that's what we've been hearing on this program now for a couple of weeks. You think the prices are bad now? Wait until the summertime, Dagan. Jump in here.
Right. I mean, we're using 13 million barrels a day of transportation fuels in diesel and gasoline. And we're only producing right now about 14 million barrels a day, which is going to necessitate 8 million barrels of imports to balance us. The last 2 months.
So, Joe, hold on, because I want to get Dagan McDowell in here. She's in studio. Go ahead, Dagan.
Joe, what is also mind-boggling and infuriating is there's a report out from Reuters today that India is considering taking up a Russian offer to buy its crude oil and other commodities at discounted prices. And there's a report from a Bloomberg columnist who I follow closely that the natural gas that's flowing from Russia into Europe is now at the highest level it's been since the war on Ukraine started. So with prices high, but the supplies keep flowing, Vladimir Putin's still being enriched, in part because this administration will not step up and say we're going to do everything possible to pump and produce as much crude oil and natural gas as possible.
I agree with you. And what's even crazier is from an environmental standpoint is because of the high price of natural gas, China has really turned to more coal burning, which can't be good for the environment. Ironically, as we are trying to draw down stocks from, in the U.S., we've drawn them down from 1 billion barrels. That's not just the SPR, that's all stocks, to under 400 million. That's how we've lived off of it to keep prices from being ever higher. And the Chinese and the Russians are actually building oil stocks while we're pulling them down.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chinese are also building coal plants as well. We're going to watch that story also. Joe, thanks very much. Joe Petrowski weighing in on the price of oil and gas this morning. We so appreciate it.